All right, y'all, come on now. So, topic of today: why I stopped smoking weed. Okay, come on now. It's a hot take right here because I talk to people all the fucking time and they're always like, "Bro, you're so fucking tripping. I swear I'm gonna be the first to, keep weed in my life and this and that." You know what I'm saying? And hey, bro, that's all good. You know what I'm saying? You can keep it in your life and things like that, but me personally, it wasn't doing me any fucking good. Anytime that anytime that I was smoking and stuff like that, it just made me lazier. It made me want to eat like shit, you know. Honestly, my sleep was not the best, as much as everybody likes to say that, oh, it helps me sleep at night, this and that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, honestly, I think it's a big myth, if I'm being really, really, really honest, you know what I'm saying? So, no, I don't believe in none of that. And that's because I was doing that for about 12 years. How you doing, Clyde? I was doing that for about 12 years, all right? Literally since I was 10 years old. That's when I first started smoking weed, all right? Like, that's crazy, okay? Think if y'all got 10-year-old little brothers or 10-year-old little nephews, 10-year-old little cousins, etc. Imagine them fucking rolling up a blunt, all right? Like, come on, guys, that's crazy, okay? So it's not like I'm telling you guys from a perspective of somebody who's never even like done it. You know, I did it literally to the fucking extreme. I was smoking weed how I lift weights today, you know, like all the fucking so I can definitely say now because it's been 2 years, 2 years since I've ever smoked, you know what I'm saying? Literally July of 2023. And so the reason why I stopped smoking in all honestly is because I was just tired of where I was at, you know? Every single day, like I would wake up, I would go fucking take a massive dab. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know what dab is, shit, go look it up. Like wax concentrate, you know? I'm sure all the wax pens and stuff, yeah, that's what we doing. But we smoking it out the rig and shit because I hated pens. That shit didn't hit the same. It didn't hit the same. So, anyways, I would start my day off literally, bro, just taking a fat fucking a globber. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I wake up, cool. I'm getting ready. You feel me? Let's call it a work day, right? Right before I go to work, I take a fat ass fucking glob. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, like I'm about to go in. You know what I'm saying? So let's fucking go. Sometimes I would even bring my fucking dab rig so that like on my breaks and lunch, I just heat up the nail real quick, take some dabs in between fucking work. You know what I'm saying? And after work, fuck, that's what we doing. We getting high now. You know, we really about to sesh up. You feel me? We about to take like a good amount of dabs, you know. We about to chill, play some video games, you know. Shit like that. Like, that's all I would ever look forward to, bro. Like, my whole mind was wired of how much wax do I got? How much weed do I got? Okay, cool. Like, I need to spare this, I need to stretch my shit out this amount so that by the end of the week, I still have enough so I can re-up when I get paid, you know, like everything. Sometimes I wouldn't fill up my gas tank all the way so I could have a little $20 to go buy a gram of wax at the club, bro, you know, like, and you guys all know what the fuck I'm talking about too, because I'm sure a lot of y'all do the same shit, you know. However it is, you know, whether you're drinking, smoking, but right now we on smoking, okay? So yeah, literally, on top of all that of what I just said, the worst part was that there was never no end to it. You know, like I lived my like I would say every single day high. If I was sober, bro, it was a problem, bro. Like it was like the worst day of my life. I was like, one, frustrated, two, in a bad fucking mood. Three, just literally all I could think about is like when am I gonna get some money to go get some more wax, you know, like, or some more weed, you know, like when am I gonna get high again, you know, like just imagine just fiending, bro, straight up fiending. Sometimes when I'd run out of wax and I wouldn't be able to come up, I'd just get the resin off the rig and smoke that shit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was about it. I was gonna get high somehow, some fucking way. All right, you know? And I don't got no shame to it because that's not me no more. You feel me? I own my past. I ain't gonna lie to y'all straight up, you know? And so that to me, I would feel like that's the worst part. You know, I couldn't even do anything unless we were getting high, you know? If we're gonna go grocery shopping with my wife, gotta get high first, you know? We're gonna go to the park with my kids, gotta get high first. We're gonna go out to eat, Gotta get high first. We about to play some video games. Definitely gotta get high first. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. It was just like it was like way too out of control, very obsessive. And I've been living like that, bro, since like I said, since I was 10 years old, man. You know, so you can imagine 12 years of fucking just hammering weed and shit like that, you know. And I've done a lot harder drugs that I've really been addicted to, you know. I've done a lot of shit, you know. But the weed, it was like, you know, I live in California, so it's like, you know, I guess more people are more open to that being a normal thing, you know. Like, hard drugs was very looked down upon, but it's like everyone be smoking, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, if I just, you know, could smoke weed and that's what I got to do for the rest of my life, I can do that, you know. I can let go of the coke, I can let go of the pills, I can let go of all the hard stuff, you know. If I got a little bit of weed, you know, drink here and there, I'd be all right, you know what I'm saying? I could get by life, you know. And so let's talk about it real quick, because everyone's gonna say, well, like, you know, it helps me sleep better, you know, I'm able to eat when I smoke, you know, because I have a very hard time eating, you know. I feel more relaxed, it makes me more creative, you know. Like, I be making up songs when I get high, you know. I think of these cool ass ideas and shit, you know. And you know, honestly, bro, I really just think that's bullshit, if I'm being honest, you know. And I know there's a lot of successful, I mean, whatever you want to call successful, right? There's a lot of people who have success, right? And like I said, it's how do you guys measure success? So a lot of people literally just be smoking and shit, you know. That's what they do, you know. And so that's why it's kind of, you're always gonna get like fucking massive friction when you make a hard statement like mine. Like, no, let it go completely out your life, because honestly, it's holding you fucking back. And whether you want to fucking admit it or not, that's completely up to you. Because I would always say, oh, I'm not addicted, I could stop anytime I want, you know. Then I try stopping, bro. Like, I would try to stop, and literally I'd just be smoking like the next day. Like, I could not handle, bro. I could not handle like 24 hours of sobriety, you know. Mind you, I don't even know how many hours are in fucking 2 years, you know. But I've been living 2 years, and guess what? I've been feeling the best I ever felt, the most creative I ever felt, the best sleep I could ever get. You know what I mean? My body feels the best it's ever been. Ever since I put that shit away, I've been able to be less lazy. I've been able to be more tapped in. I've been able to be literally like more on top of my habits. That makes me more sharper individual. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm way more professional, 100%, 100%, you know? I really believe in that. And so I'm never gonna agree with somebody who wants to contradict that at all, at all. ¿Cómo estás? You know, so straight up, bro, like, if you're trying to still keep that shit in your life, bro, feel free to do it. Keep that shit in your life. And honestly, watch how it keeps fucking up your life. Because I've gotten kicked out the army because I was smoking weed. I've gotten kicked out of schools, you know, because of my weed habit, you know. I've lost plenty of jobs, not because of smoking weed on the job or being high or nothing, but just because being high leads you to do stupid shit, and it makes you not give a fuck. Like, if you guys ever want to not feel like you guys want to know what it feels like to not give a fuck, go get high as shit. Like, go get an eighth, roll it up in the wood, and smoke that shit to the neck, bro. You will not give a fuck about anything. I promise you. You're not going to give a shit about how you look, what people think, you know, how people feel. You're not going to give a fuck about how you feel, you know. It literally just makes you tap out like, bro, like, I'm chilling. Like, I don't give a fuck, you know. That's literally what my vibe was on, you know. And honestly, that's not good. Like, some people need to give less of a fuck, but some people need to give a fuck, okay? Because I like, go look in the mirror, and a lot of people could probably look at you and be like, we can tell your ass don't give a fuck. I mean, look at the clothes you're wearing. I mean, look at your face, look at your hair, you know, like, get a haircut, G. Go brush your teeth, you know what I'm saying? Go shave your face, you feel me? Like, go put some cologne on, dog. You stink, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's little shit like that. Like, go clean the inside of your car, you feel me? Like, your standards just drop tremendously, you know? And whether you want to say like, oh, you know, I don't agree, like, I feel like weed just reveals who you really are as a person. So if you lazy and you smoke weed, you gonna be hella lazy and shit like that, you know? Again, everyone's gonna have their own opinion, but like realistically, you should stop that shit, because honestly, anything that you have the power to say no to just gives you more self-control. Like self-control. You're not indulging. What is the purpose of smoking weed recreationally? What is the purpose of it? It's the same purpose as getting drunk. It's for pleasure. It's for comfort. And if you're doing like too much of that, bro, it's just a vice at the end of the day, you know? Straight up, you know? And that's all your mind gets fixed on, just running to that fucking weed for that quick little dopamine, bro. Every single time, that's your quick fix. So hold on, let me hit this blunt real quick. Then I'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? Or hold on, let me go smoke real quick. Let me go get high, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a cop out. It's a massive fucking cop out. And I know I said I was gonna make more videos about gym content and shit like that, but I just gotta put that out there because I know, like, as time goes on and as weed gets like fucking more and more desensitized and more normalized by everybody fucking doing it and shit like that, it's gonna be more of a fucking problem, straight up. I mean, look at what alcohol has done to the world. I'm sure many of y'all can think of somebody on the top of your head who drinks way too much, knowing damn well they shouldn't, because they know how they get, you know? Too many lives lost from drinking, and I'm not saying that smoking weed will kill you, but I would say smoking weed will kill you though, you know? Because it literally kills the person that you could become, I feel like it could, I feel like it does hold you back, you know? You're spending money on it. You're spending energy on it. You know, it's time consuming, you know? Think about all the time, like put up all the hours you have fucking smoking, literally doing the act of smoking, the time you got to dedicate to it. And some people don't even know how to act after they get high. So they got to like clear up their whole schedule so that they can enjoy their high, have nobody fuck up their high. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you're fucking literally moving your whole, like living your whole life like revolving around being high and smoking weed and shit like that, bro, man, you could literally, all that energy could be focused on something so much more positive. You could be so much more locked in, and you could just be overall like just a fucking better person. So I mean, if you disagree, go fucking drop it in the fucking comments. Come argue, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna argue with you, but feel free to drop your opinions and what y'all think. But I know personally, I agree with me, because I mean, I'm the dude who was smoking weed for 12 years, you know, and stopped for 2 years without cracking, and my life has improved drastically, y'all. So let's get it, y'all. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll see y'all tomorrow.